little PCs and NPCs. Today I want to talk about the monk. This is one of the last classes we still have to go through, and I am quite excited for this one. So let's see what are the changes. All right. The monk in general has always been a class that peaked at level 6. It was a very good class at level 6. It's an amazing class that can be an MVP, especially the Setting Strike was one of its go-tos. It was one of the best counters for something like a Beholder, something with multiple attacks or legendary actions, because it blocked them from having the attack and having, of course, the advantage, and to the start of the next turn gave it an extra boost. So I wondering what they see. And generally, I would also say that the big problem with the monk was the fact that you could not multi-class it, which is not a problem in itself, but like I said, it peaks at level 6, which means that afterwards you needed something to spice it up, and the best way was to try to multi-class, which was hard because of the fact that its unarmed strikes were not considered light weapons for the sneak, or they don't work with the druid either. So let's see if they did something to fix that little problem. So let's see, at level 1, all simple melee weapons are considered monk weapons. That's very good. As well as martial melee weapons with a light property. Okay, so this will go very hard into the dexterity-based monk, like it was, of course. Martial arts die, so the key, starts at 1d6 and goes up to 1d12. Oh, okay, so I think that are martial arts the same as the key? Because I thought the key thing was not now cost focus points. But, martial arts die is going to be the damage. Okay, so the damage starts at 1d6 and goes up to 1d12, which is the same as it used to. Although I don't think it went to 1d12. So the stance condition lasts until the start of your next turn rather than the end. Oof, that's a big nerf. This means that you, as a monk, if you stun on the last attack, it means you will no longer enjoy the advantage yourself. The advantage will go for the next one. It does mean that perpetually stunning will be a little bit more difficult because you will not have an auto hit. Or auto hit is a big word, but a very big chance to hit. Okay, on a successful save, the target speed is halved and the next attack against them has advantage. Okay, so again, typical of this edition, even if you save as an enemy, it does not mean that you are safe, because you cannot fail in this edition at all.
Failure is not an option.
Aye. But of course, but I see that you can only use it once per turn. Okay, so the fact that the next attack will automatically have advantage, I don't like the fact that they really don't want you to fail in this edition, but I don't mind it here because you also nerf the stunning strike to once per turn. This means that I've seen monks doing 3 stunning strikes with each flurry of blow because they wanted to stun something. It does mean that your stunning is a little bit less reliant, as in you will not stun as much, but you will gain an advantage on an attack and a speed. I much rather be able to get my stun in, to be honest, than to gain an advantage, but I would say it's not the worst. It feels a little bit of a weird nerf. It feels a little bit of a unnecessary nerf, but in itself, considering all the extras you get and the fact that you get a lot of extras as a monk, I wouldn't mind as much. But I mean, Stun and Strike was your bread and butter. Maybe it's just now no longer that. They don't want to make you reliant just on that. I can live with it. Empowering Charge Strike. Choose to deal force damage instead of bludgeoning. Ooh. Force damage is one of the least resistible damage.
What can I say? I guess I'm just irresistible.
That means that there's not a lot of things that will be able to resist you. It also means that you do a type of magical damage. That means that at level 5 already, you are going through most resistances. This is an amazing up. This makes up for, I would say, the stunning strike. This will make it so Yeah, I mean, the monk peaks at 5 again, but this is very interesting still. Alright, then improve flurry of blows. Flurry of blows. Patient defense and step on the wind when you expend a focus point. So as we said before, you can do a few things for free, but you get an extra if you pay for it. Flurry of blows becomes 3 attacks. That is great, because technically your flurry of blows only gave you 1 extra attack. You had your basic attack, you had your bonus attack, and then the bonus attacks became 2 attacks. So technically you only had 1 attack extra. You didn't have 2 attacks extra. So now it would mean that you would have 3 attacks at level 10, of course. So that would mean a total of 4 attacks. Patient defense grants temporary hit points, equals to 2 rolls of your martial arts dice, so if you pay a focus point for it. Step of the Wind allows you to move a willing creature with you. So that would mean that you could easily save someone or get an NPC or a friend somewhere. I mean, at level 10, it's one of the classes that still does not teleport. I mean, technically the Shadow teleports, maybe he'll be, but hey, we'll get you where you need to be. I think this will be interesting for the rangers that can't teleport. Self-restoration at level 10. Remove charmed, frightened, and poisoned condition at the end of your turn. So I think it's the poisoned that's changed. Going without food or drink doesn't cause exhaustion. Okay. Not a lot of DM work with exhaustion. I rarely gave exhaustion to my party unless I really want them to have it. But it's fluffy, it works. Deflect energy. At 13, deflect attacks now applies to all damage types. So not just the bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. So that is also interesting for the fact that now you can also deflect magical attacks, I would say. Perfect focus at level 15.
This concentration. Is there any way we can help?
How about some quiet?
If you don't use Uncanny Metabolism and have fewer than 4 focus points, go back up to 4 focus points when rolling initiative. Okay. So that means if you do not get your focus point at the beginning of rolling initiative, if you still have fewer than 4, you still go up to 4. At 15, yeah, okay. I would say that's all in all, it seems that the monk is scaling quite nicely. Superior defense. Spend 3 focus points at the start of a turn to gain resistance to all damage types except force. There aren't many enemies, not counting humanoid enemies and casters, that do force damage. So it's a very good thing. I think the only thing that gives us force damage is the gem dragons. So all in all, yeah, this is strong. The epic boon, 1 of 12 boons or another feat. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's fun. And body and mind, increase your wisdom and dexterity by 4 up to a maximum of 25. Wow, at level 20? Wow, okay, that's interesting. Like I said, I'm still not sure if 30 is not the new 20, but I think that this proves that 30 is an option. Okay, I'm gonna say, from what I see right now, everything is very interesting, and I think it's one of the classes that scaled the most nicely. It's a shame about the Stunning Strike, but I don't think it's got a lot of other nice things going. So yeah, let's see the subclasses. I'm interested. Myself, I've played the Shadow before, and I think that one was fun because of the teleportation, but considering everything can teleport now. Alright, now we speak of no longer paths, but of warriors. So, let's see. Warrior of Mercy. That was the healing one, if I'm correct. The familiar features such as Hand of Harm and Implements of Mercy return are a bit with some tweaks. Hand of Healing is now classed as a magic action. A new action classification to improve clarity of rules. Yeah, so the magic attacks and things like that. A flurry of healing and harm can now be used a number of times per long rest equal to your wisdom modifier. Wow, okay, so I think it was proficiency before. So now it's your flurry of healing, and your harm of harm is number of long rests is your wisdom. That's good, especially considering you'll get a higher wisdom at level 20. Then these shadows. Shadow Arts has been revoked, allowing you to cast Darkness and Minor Illusion, and you can move the field of darkness you create. That's great. The feature also gives dark vision or upgrades yours if you have it. Yeah, that's important, because otherwise there's no... I'm blind now. It's not gonna help. As you level up, you're level 11. Improved Shadow Step allows you to spend a key point to ignore Dim Light or Darkness and make an enemy strike immediately after you teleport. Yay, teleport. Cloak of Shadows is now a new level 17 feature. Let's wraith yourself in shadows. Well, it's active, you are invisible. Yeah, so that's the ninja one. Very ninja. Very ninja. And you can use Flurry of Blows without needing us to spend a focus point. Wow. By far the best one. That is really good. I think this was at level 17. A little bit high level, but yeah, at level 17. Yeah, they did a nice job scaling up the monk. Warrior of the Elements was a shit. It was shite. It just didn't work. Had the most number of changes. Good, it needed it. 10-foot reach of your unarmed strikes, and you can deal acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. You can also push or pull a target 10 feet on a failed save. On top of that, you learn Elementist cantrip. As you level up, you'll get the ability to create an AoE elemental burst, fun ways to navigate the battlefields, and damage resistance to aid survivability. Yeah, true. That's not interesting, but I will need to first of all read what the elementalist cantrip does. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 1d8 elemental damage or something, but that you can change and choose. This an AoE is not bad, but you'll be outclassed. You'll be outclassed by wizards, things like that. It's fun to have Avatar: The Last Airbender kind of thing going on. Okay, Warrior of the Open Hand, the last one. Open hand technique isn't changed. It was a very good one, so it did not really need. Except its option to block opportunity attacks rather than all reactions. Okay. Wholeness of Body has moved to a bonus section and now heals the number of hit points equal to your martial arts die, plus your modifier, rather than 3 times your monk level. However, you can use it a number of times equals to your modifier, per long rest rather than just once. Ooh, that's really good. That will be a more tanky kind of monk, and tanky as in hit, dodge, heal, hit, dodge, heal. Cool. The new Fleet Step feature allowed to use Step of the Wind as part of a bonus action that wasn't already used to perform Step of the Wind. And Quivery Palm has been rebalanced. It now costs 4 focus points and does 10d12 force damage on a failed save, and 10d12 force damages. Whew! Yeesh. Well, 4 focus points. Yeah. I would close up here. I'd say all great changes, good changes. This monk feels a lot more what it should have been. The mercy has been changed good. The elements seems very interesting. I really wonder what it is. Stunning strike is a little bit removed, but with the fact that everything else got a good bump, it's good that you are no longer just the person to stun. So I think that's a good thing, and it will also help people not pumping all their stunning strikes in one and going through all their points in one go. So all in all, this is a very good class. I think this is one of the most balanced class I've seen personally. So I'm really excited for this one. The epic boon, irresistible offense. You up the score. Next, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage deal to you always ignores resistance. That you deal always ignores resistance. And additional, when you roll 20 on attack roll, you can roll equal ability score in. You can deal additional damage equal to the ability score you increase with this feat. Okay, well, I think this is, like I said, all in all, a very good class. So I would say thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to watch another one of the videos that are appearing here, I hope, or here.